It's your girl Be Real, and I thank you so much for joining me for another moment in the meantime. I hope that your day has gotten off to an amazing start, and of course, if it hasn't, it's okay. Still got some more time in the day for it to become everything that you're hoping it is gonna be. So today, I just kind of wanted to check in about something that's kind of, or not even kind of, it's just really important to me. And as we, of course, just kind of journey through the manifestation of joy, peace, and confidence in our everyday lives and in relationship with others, and also in communion with the Father, just kind of going through some different thoughts and principles and experiences that have just gotten me to this point of just like, this is actually what I want in life. Beyond manifesting tangible things, I want to just live an overall happy life, a joyful life, a peaceful life, all of that. So that's just kind of where we've been this week, and I hope it's been bringing a lot of light to your life, a lot of context maybe to things you've been feeling or whatever. I really hope that it's effective, basically. And so I was just thinking, my dad, he's very, 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 very serious about happiness. He always tells us that the legacy he wants to leave behind is happiness. And of course, when we talk about leaving things behind, we can always talk about, financial things and materialistic things, because like I said yesterday, all of those things are very, very, very good things to want. Like, it's okay. But he always tells us and makes sure that we're happy. That's his main concern for our family, is that we're just, happy, like individually and collectively. So just in thinking about that and with the principles we just kind of been going through this week, one of the things that I wanted to discuss today is that you do not have to do life with controlling people. I'll say it again. You do not have to do life with controlling people. And so, of course, like that seems like, duh, like that's clear, that's obvious, but you would be very surprised at how many people are doing life with people they're actually controlled by. You would be surprised to know how many friendships are operated by control. You would be just very surprised to know, like, the impact that controlling friends can have on somebody's life or whatever. And so I was just thinking that one of the things that we can really understand, or we really should understand, so that we can really begin to manifest joy, manifest peace and confidence, is that, stop doing life with people who are seeking to control you. I'm the type of person, I have never dealt well with even the notion of being controlled. This dates back to like even when I was a child, like a small child. My grandmother, like, we have like this long standing joke where it just recants the time where my grandmother and I were walking. We were going to my great grandmother's house, and it's probably a couple blocks over. And I was in the street, just walking, but I think a car or something was coming. I don't really know what was going on. But my grandmother, she like pulled me out of the road. And, I was like, so grandma, don't touch me no more, I've always been kind of outspoken when I need to be quiet, but, I'm working on like channeling my opinions in a positive direction, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, grandma, like, bro, don't push me no more. Like, do not push me, sis. And she was like, Brittany, I was just trying to guide you along. And I was like, no, you weren't guiding me. You was pushing me, sis. Like, let's not do that no more. And it was, when I tell you I was a kid, I was a kid. But even like as life like continued to go on, my grandmother would always talk about that story. And she would always just kind of laugh, because she knew more than anybody else, I feel like, that I was not a woman to be controlled. Like, nah, what you mean control? Like, for a long time when thinking about marriage, like the idea of submitting to somebody, that freaked me out because I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. So you want to be controlled by somebody? Now, of course, as you know, of course, like life has gone on, I've kind of, I've taken a new perspective on the whole submission thing. But just overall, when it comes to control, I am not one to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? I've not ever been able to be in the friendships where it's like, oh, well, you can't talk to her because I don't like her, or you can't support her because I don't like her. Like, I've never been able to be in situations like that. I feel like it's hard to like maintain who you are when you're controlled by others. You know what I'm saying? I believe in freedom in relationships, and I just believe that, if I have to control you to be here, then that might mean you really don't want to be here. And if you really don't want to be here, why are you here? And it's just kind of weird. Like, I don't really know about that. So when it comes to like doing life with people, like you don't have a choice about who your family is, but you definitely got a choice when it comes to friends and mentors, and like you have a choice in like these other people, right? And I even think you have a choice with dealing with certain family members. Like, I just believe I am pro-choice, and I like to choose, okay? But it was just kind of like the thought of friendships and relationships being rooted in control. And I think it's impossible to live a life of complete joy and complete peace and complete confidence if you are being controlled by somebody. And a lot of times the control is subtle. A lot of times, you can be in a friendship with someone, and because you decide to, venture out and start meeting other people and just like really build a community, that can, if you're dealing with a controlling friendship, that can really spark some negative energy there, And so I don't really even know why this is a thing that was pressed upon me to really dive into today. But I want to basically encourage you to like live life freely in all aspects of the term free. Like, don't be controlled by other people's beliefs or ideas or ideals. Be willing to be yourself. Be willing to think for yourself. Be willing to go left when everyone else is going right. Be willing to, just stop following the crowd, or stop following that one person long enough to see what it is that you really like. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very strong-minded person, and it's always kind of like in my friend circle, it's kind of left me being like the leader of the pack, or like, the one who's going to speak out first. But the one thing that really, and I'll just be honest, annoys me the most while trying to do life with people is when I come across somebody who won't think for themselves, because it like creates like this narrative that like, oh, Brittany controls him or Brittany controls her. And it always makes me uncomfortable because I'm such an advocate of people being themselves and really controlling their own lives. You know what I'm saying? I believe that once you get into full relationship with the Father and really begin to like hear him about the matters of your heart and hear him about the direction of your life, then it becomes almost impossible to be controlled by other people, Like, because like you take, like when you really get in communion with the Father, you take your control from other people and you give it to the Father. And that could leave you doing some things that people in your life don't understand, or people in your life don't like, or people in your life don't approve of. You know what I'm saying? But today, I just want you to be willing to stop doing life with people who seek to control you. Like, and it don't mean, like, I'm not by any means saying, like, get on your phone right now and text everybody, like, you know what? I hate you. Goodbye. Like, I don't want you to do that. Like, no, we can be very graceful about this. But I'll just say that if you would just really shift the control in your life to the Father, then He will shift you from any controlling situation that you are not supposed to be in. And that's from, that's from A to Z. That's from, your homegirl, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your anybody, like whoever. I just don't think that you should be doing life with people who seeking to control you, period. Guide you, yes. Control you, no. I didn't know the difference when I was a kid. I didn't know the difference between being controlled and being guided. My grandmother was guiding me and I thought she was controlling me, And so that's where we had our little situation or whatever. But as, we grow older, we mature, like I can't still think that everyone who is trying to guide me is trying to control me. So that's where I believe that by giving the Father control, He'll also control our mind. He'll control our thoughts and our direction. And He'll let us know when we're in a situation where we're being guided versus controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like He'll let us know if this is a situation where no, like I sent this person here to guide you. So then you can humbly submit to that guidance. But I also believe that by giving God full control, He'll let you know when someone else is trying to control you. And in that sense, that's toxic and you need to get out. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you do not have to do life with controlling people. That's just what it is. That's what I believe. And that's what I hope you will understand today. Be free from that and really come to find out who you are. And I think that by doing so, you'll begin to manifest peace, joy, and confidence in your everyday life. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it is today, guys. I hope that really resonates with someone, yeah. As usual though, man, if you have not, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at B.REEL. If you put REAL, you will not find me there. So go ahead, follow me now. If you want to be a part of our ITMT family and receive affirmations and updates before anyone else, go ahead and text ITMT to the number 31996, and that's going to get you connected in the ITMT family. And I would love for you to do that. But yeah, man, in the meantime, just remember that you are loved, you are chosen, you are beautiful, you are enough. And I think you're kind of dope too. That's what it is, man. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.